So the free-to-play damage queen of Arknight Endfield, Zhuang Fangyi, is finally here. And I will not lie, she is insane. Not only she has huge damage multipliers, but she also have the potential to carry the entire team on her own, dealing over 80% of overall team damage effortlessly. This ultimate Zhuang Fangyi guide will cover everything you need to know, including her best in slot weapons, gear sets, teams, and also some crazy damage showcases, dealing a huge amount of damage. So without much yapping, let's get into the video. So first off, Zhuang Fangyi used in this video is at level 90. She will be using her signature weapon, Lone Barge, in most of the clips. And for the equipment, she is using the Ziran Flow gear set. Also not to mention, all the 6R operators used in these videos are at potential 0. Hence Zhuang Fangyi is also at potential 0. So now let's talk about her kit. Firstly, we have Zhuang Fangyi basic attacks, Jolting Guards. It is a string of attacks with up to 5 sequences, while the final strike also deals 18 strikes to the enemies. On the other hand, Zhuang Fangyi battle skill, Mantra of Sundering, consumes all of the electrification stacks from the enemies to generate Sunder Blades on the field, then channel all the Sunder Blades to the enemies, while the final Sunder Strike also deals 6 times increased damage. And on the top of that, the damage multiplier of these skills can be increased based on the electrification stack consumed. Some things to note here is that you can have up to 9 Sunder Blades at once, and only 3 Sunder Blades can be generated per skill cast, which means you need to use nearly 3 skills to maximize your Sunder Blades for the highest damage output, while also needing huge amount of electrification stacks. When I firstly played Zhuang Fangyi, I was confused, like how are we gonna get this much amount of electrification stack to maximize her damage output. But it all got really easy when I understood that according to her combo skill Breath of Transformation, using a final strike on enemy with electric infliction consumed all of their electric stacks to forcibly apply electrification, which made her kit much more fluent and easier to play. And when we use her ultimate Smithing Tempest, Zhuang Fangyi transformed to her Emperor of Truth form, which provides enhancement to her basic attack and battle skill, increasing their damage output and area effect range, while her combo skill also gets a cooldown reduction of 4 times. On the top of that, the first cast of her skill after entering her ultimate form does not consume any electrification stacks but still provides Sunder Blades, while every cast of her skill in her ultimate form also applies electric infliction on enemies. And wait, maybe I forgot to tell that according to her passive, Force of Nature, after using her battle skill, Zhuang Fangyi also get a electric amplification up to 18% for 5 seconds, and every hit of your skill increases this effect further by 2%. And not only that, but according to her second passive, Ordained by Heaven, Zhuang Fangyi gets a 9% chance of a flat damage immunity, which increases by 1% for every Sunder Blade you have on the field, up to a massive of 18%. And after this damage immunity is triggered, Zhuang Fangyi also restores 18% of health with a cooldown of 99 seconds. Now for the talent priorities, you should always start by upgrading her battle skill first, because this is her major source of damage, followed by her ultimate for higher basic attacks damage. Then later you should upgrade your combo skill to get a little more damage, and last, if you have any resources left, then you can upgrade your basic attacks. Well, Zhuang Fangyi is not a very complex operator. All you need to do is your ultimate, followed by her battle skill to generate 3 Sunder Blades. Note, the first skill after using her ultimate does not consume any electrification status or skill points, so this instance of skill is always free to use. Later on, you can use your combo skill to apply electrification on enemies, then use your skill to consume electrification and deal a huge amount of damage. Another trick to note here is that if you are just starting your rotation and have less than 3 Sunder Blades, then using her skill will provide 1 additional Sunder Blade to Zhuang Fangyi, which is useful to stack Sunder Blade faster. Zhuang Fangyi has Will and Intellect as her main stat. This means our gear pieces also need the same stat, and guess what? The new gear set Ziran Flow also provided us a huge amount of Will and Intellect buff. Not only that, its passive provides 45% electric damage bonus and a flat 10% attack, which makes this her best in slot set. Another trick here is that you can replace one of your Ziran Flow kit to a Link's kit for a higher main attribute buff. Like with Ziran Flow kit, we just have 4.8k attack, but if we switch to Link's kit, our attack increases to 5.6k, which is a huge buff. And even if you don't have Ziran Flow set, then you can still use Zingbo set as an alternative. More such alternatives are shown in the screen. You can choose whichever fits the most for you. Now for the weapon, the new Arse Unit Lone Barge is her best in slot option. Not only it provides a flat 44% electric damage bonus, but after using her combo skill, it also gives 56% damage bonus, which can stack twice, which means 112% skill damage bonus can be achieved this way. And for further buff, it also provides 112% additional skill damage bonus after using her ultimate, which means you can get up to 268% damage bonus just from her weapon, which is kinda insane. Meanwhile, if you don't get her signature, then getting the battle pass weapon Flickers in the Mist is also a viable option because it provides a 20% attack buff followed by a massive 46% electric damage bonus. But if you don't have any of these 6 stars, then the 5-star arts unit Monai is also a viable option for free-to-play players. So Zhuang Fangyi is an operator who requires a lot of electric infliction stacks, which means an operator who can provide electric infliction is must for her. Like you can use a teammate like Perlika, who not only provide infliction from her skill, but can also provide direct electrification status. Similarly, an operator like Antel can also be used to apply infliction on enemies without consuming skill points, and on the top of that, Antel also provides huge amount of amplification buff to the team. Also, if you have Avivena or Arknights, you can use them as well. More options contain heavy buffers like Gilberta, who can provide a huge amount of art amplification buff, or if you are specifically trying to nuke, then you can use Akaguri for the link buff. But wait, these are just the teammates. What about the teams? Well, Zhuang Fangyi is a very F2P friendly operator. Her best in slot team does not contain any 6-star operator. And yes, this is true. You can use her in a team like Zhuang Fangyi, Perlika, and Arknights and Alice, where all operators are F2P friendly but can still dish out a huge amount of damage. And if you are looking for an easier and more straightforward option, then you can switch Alice with Antel for an electric only team composition. But if you prefer high damage as well, then you can also switch Antel with a support like Gilberta. Yeah, but one thing to note here is that this comp team lacks rotation stability. And last but not the least, you can also run a double DPS carry team with Zhuang Fangyi, Perlika, Arknights, and Avivena, where Avivena covers the downtime of Zhuang Fangyi ultimate, leading to a high overall damage output. Now last but not the least, should you actually pull for Zhuang Fangyi? Well, the answer is very straightforward, and yes, you should absolutely pull for her. Well, I suppose she is probably the best 6-star hyper carry in this game right now. She is not just F2P friendly, but also quite easy to play. And one thing to note here is that we currently don't have any dedicated support for Zhuang Fangyi. If in future we get a 6-star operator who can provide electric inflictions to enemies, then it will only increase her damage output even further, meaning she will become even better in future updates. So guys, the video is almost about to end, but before I finally leave, I would like to showcase some of the best showcases I have recorded with Zhuang Fangyi. These showcases are using good rotations and perfect builds for high practical understanding. You can watch if you want to understand Zhuang Fangyi even further. And thank you for watching. See you in the next one.
Let's team up!
Tasted victory. Time to power up.
Let the Hanabi rise!
Engaging. Stay safe, team.
Let's go! I have total faith in you!
A hush of thunder, a streak of rain.
Direction set.
I'm with you.
Energized. Critical set.
Ready when you are. Our chance!
Circuit amplified.
Victory strategy, engage! Hey!
Blades unleashed, a rain of blue, a lance of sun.
Ready? Right!
Units prepped and hot. Critical set.
Here's our...
Victory electrified.
Let the Hanabi rise!
We are united as one. Verify and report personal status, team.